Now I am going to explain the content of our trading course. In the first section, I am going to discuss about basics of Python. In this part, we are going to discuss fundamentals of Python. This section is for absolute beginners. In the second section, we are going to discuss about data analysis with pandas. Pandas is a Python library designed for data analysis. We are going to use pandas for do essential calculations in algorithmic trading. In the third section, I am going to explain the strategy plan. Fourth section is Binance Futures Algorithmic Trading with Python. In this section, we are going to build functions of our trading bot. Next section is assembling the trading bot. In this part, we are putting all the functions together and build our trading bot. In the final part, we are discussing about multiprocessing. We are upgrading our trading bot to trade multiple currency pairs simultaneously. Hello guys, welcome to the first section of the course. In this section, I will teach you the basics of the Python. If you are already familiar with the Python, you can skip the first section and start with next section. In this video, I will teach you how to install Python and PyCharm in your computer. First, go to the python.org downloads, then click download Python 3.11. Now select add python.exe to the path. Then click customize installation. Then again click next. Then click install to install Python. Since I have already installed Python, I am not going to install Python at this time. Now go to Google. Then search here PyCharm. Click download PyCharm. This PyCharm professional version is a paid version, but we can use PyCharm community version for free. So download the community version. Now click next. Select the installation folder. Next, create desktop shortcut. Select admin folder to the path. Click next, then install. Now click finish. Now I am going to open the PyCharm. Now click new project to start a new project. Now you can give any name here. I am giving Python basics. Now select these things and delete them. We do not need them. Okay, now we have successfully installed the PyCharm. In the next video, I will explain the basics of Python. In this video, I am talking about the print function. Let's begin with printing hello world. So the command is print within parentheses the statement. I am typing hello world. Now let's run the program. Now you can see the output hello world. Now suppose we want to print a variable. So I am creating a variable called name. equal to John. Now I want to print this variable, so I'm going to type within parentheses name of the variable. Now let us run this program. Now you can see the value of variable is printed. Now assume we want to print a statement plus variable. As example, we are going to print hello John. So I am typing here hello, comma, name of the variable. Now you can see the statement plus value of the variable has been printed. Now I am creating another variable called age. It equals 23. Now I want to print hello John, you are 23 years old. So I am going to type Now let's run this command. Now you can see the output is hello John, you are 23 years old. Now I am going to do the exact same thing using format function. For that, and type again print within commas hello. Now I am putting curly braces to the locations of variables hello, you are, again curly braces for the age, yes, old. Now outside the quotation marks, put a dot, then type format within parentheses variables in the order. In this case, name and age. Name, comma, age. Now I am running this command. So now you can see exact same result. Now let us try a fish string. Again I am typing print, then type a f, then within quotation marks the statement. Hello. Now we can type the names of variable within the curly braces. Name, you are, within the curly braces age, now I am going to run the command. Now you can see exact same result has been produced. Here I have to put a space. Now you have to remember this command because we are going to use this command in the future videos. In this video, I am going to teach you about variables. We use variables to store values. When we are storing a value in a variable, there are three parts. First, name of the variable, then the equal sign or assignment operator, then the value. In Python, there are two rules for naming variables. First, we can use only numbers, letters, and underscores in a variable name. We cannot use spaces or special characters in a variable name. Let us try some examples. I am creating a variable called my variable $sign equals to 5. Now you can see it gives a syntax error because it contains a special character $sign. Now I will remove the $sign Now we can create the variable. Again I am creating another variable called my space variable. Again it gives error because we cannot keep spaces in the variable name. I can add the underscore instead of spaces. Now I can run the program without errors. The second rule is we cannot add numbers at the beginning of variable. Let us try some example. I am creating a variable called to my variable. Now you can see again it gives error because we cannot use numbers in front of the variable. Instead we can use numbers at the end or middle in the variable. Now I can run the program without any errors. Now let us talk about data types. There are four main data types in Python. They are string, integers, floats and booleans. To assign a string value to a variable, we have to use double quotation or single quotation marks. I am creating a variable x equals within double quotation marks 30. Now I will type print type x. Now you can see the data type is string. Now I will remove this quotation marks. Now this value is stored as an integer value. You can see the data type is integer. Integers are basically numbers without decimals. Now let us convert this into a float by adding a decimal place. Now you can see data type is float. The last main data type is booleans. It contains either true or false values. I am giving value true. Remember the T is capital in Python. Now you can see the data type is boolean. Again we can assign false value also. Remember first letter is capital in boolean data types. Now let us see about interconversion between data types. We can use int function for converting a value into integer data type. So let us try converting string values into integer values. I am typing 432 in string data type. Now you can see the data type is integer. Again I am typing print x. Now you can see the value of x. It is 432 in integer value. Now let us try converting a float value. Now you can see the data type is integer. Now let us add multiple decimal values. You can see all the decimal values are ignored. Now let us try converting a value into float value. For that I am using float function. Within the parentheses I have to give the value. Now you can see the data type is float. All the decimal places are preserved. Now I am giving an integer value by removing decimal places. Now you can see the data type is float and the value is 543.0. Now I am giving a string value. Now you can see data type is float. Now let us use str function to convert the value into a string value. Now you can see data type is str. and value is 543. It is not an integer, it is a string value. Now I am giving a float value. You can see data type is str. Now I am giving integer value. Now again you can see data type is str. Finally, in this variable lesson, we have to learn assignment of multiple values into variables simultaneously. I am going to create three variables called a, b and c, then assign values 1, 2 and 3 into these variables simultaneously. For that, syntax is a, comma, b, comma, c equals 1, 2 and 3. This will assign 1 into the A, 2 into the B and 3 into the C. Let us print the values. Now you can see three values are assigned simultaneously. Now let's talk about arithmetic operators. First arithmetic operator is addition. Let's create a variable called a equals 3, b equals 10. Now I want to add a with b. So the command is a plus b. You can see answer is 13. Now I want to subtract a from b. So I am typing b minus a. Now you can see the answer is 7. Now I want to multiply b with a. I am adding a star sign. Now you can see answer is 30. Now I want to divide b with a. So the sign for division is slash. Now you can see the answer is 3.33 and it is a float value, not an integer. If you want to get integer, you have to use 2 slashes instead of 1 slash. Now you can see answer is in integer values. If you want to get the remainder, you have to use percentage sign. It gives the modulus. In this case, remainder is 1. We can use 2 star signs to indicate the power. Now this means b to the power a, that is 10 to the power 3. Now I will run this one. Now you can see the 10 to the power 3 is 1000. Now let's talk about comparison operators. These operators compare two values and give output in true or false values. First one is equal to operator. This operator compare two values and check whether they are equal or not. Let us try some example. I am checking 2 equal to 3. In this case, this operator compares whether first value is equal to the second or not. Now you can see it gives a false because 2 does not equal to the 3. Now let us try another example. Next time I am typing 20 equal to 20. Now the both values are equal. Then the output will be true. Next comparison operator is not equal to sign. This operator gives true when two values are not equal. In this case, 20 equals to 20. This gives false. You can see the output is false. It gives true when the two values are not equal. Now the next operator is greater than. This condition gives true when first value is greater than second value. Next operator is less than operator. It gives true when the first value is less than the second value. Let us try some example. In this case, 3 is less than 20. Now we can get true output. Now if I increase first value than the second value, it gives false. Now you can see output is false. Next operator is greater than or equal. It gives true when the first value is greater than or equal to the second value. Now let us try example. Now the both values are equal. It will give true. Again I will increase the first value than second value. Again you can see output is true. Next operator is less than or equal. It gives true when the first value is less than or equal to the second value. Now the both values are equal. It will give true. Now I will decrease the first value than second value. Now you can see it gives true. Now let us talk about Boolean operators. There are three main Boolean operators. They are AND, OR and NOT. First let us begin with AND operator. AND operator gives true when all the conditions are true. Let us try some example. I want to test true and true. Now it will give true because all the conditions are true. AND operator gives false if either condition is false. Now you can see the output will be false. Now let us try in the example. First condition is 5 greater than 4. Second condition is 4 greater than 2. Now you can see these both conditions are true and the output will be true. If either condition is false, the output will be false with AND operator. Now you can see output is false. Next Boolean operator is OR. Let us try some example. This Boolean operator gives true if either condition is true. You can see output is true. If I change one value into false, it will again give true because there is one true condition. Now I will change the other value. Now you can see output will be false. The final Boolean operator is NOT operator. It will invert the true or false conditions. Not true. You can see the output will be false. Again not false. You can see output will be true. Finally in this video, let us talk about types of assignment operators. The simplest type of assignment operator is equal sign. It will assign given value into a variable. Now this is the assignment operator. This operator will assign this value into x variable. Now you can see x equals 6. The next assignment operator is plus equal sign. This operator will add given value into existing value of variable. Now this operator will add 1 into the existing value of x. Now let us see the output. Now you can see 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Now you can see 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. Next one is minus equal sign. This operator will subtract given value from existing value. Now in this case it will subtract 2 from 6. Now you can see output will be 4. Next one is multiplication equal sign. This will multiply the existing value with the given value. Now in this case it will multiply 6 with 2. Output will be 12. Final assignment operator is divide equal sign. This will divide the existing value of variable with a given value. Now in this case, this will divide 6 by 2. Output will be 3. Now let us try in the example. X plus equal 1. Again x plus equal 2. Now in this condition, this will add 1 to the existing value of 6, then the value of x will be 7. Now in this statement, it will add 2 to the 7 and the final output will be 9. Let us run the code. You can see the output will be 9. Now let us talk about functions. Functions are block of codes which performs a specific task. We use functions to divide a complex problem into smaller chunks. Functions make program easy to run and reusable. This is the syntax for defining a function. We have to use def keyword for define function. Then we can use any name for the function. Then we have to use set of parentheses, then a colon. Then we have to keep a space of one tab here. Then we can write the contents of the function. Now let us take a look at function arguments. Arguments are values which can be passed into functions. In this example, I am creating a function called testfunc. Then I am passing an argument called v1. Then within the function there is a command called print v1. Now let us take a look at what will happen when running this function. To run this function, we have to specify function name testfunc. Then we can pass any value as an argument. Imagine I am passing number 10. Then the output will be 10 because this function is printing the argument. Now in this function, I am passing two values as arguments, v1 and v2. Now let us take a look at what will happen when we run this function. Now I am running this function by calling the function name add. Then within parentheses we can pass two values. I am passing number 10 and 11. Then the output will be sum of these two numbers. Again I can run this same function for different set of values. This time I am adding add number 21 then 24. This time the output will be 45. This is an example for reusing codes. Now let us take a look at return statement. Imagine if you want to store output produced by a function in a variable, then we can use return keyword. In this example, we are passing v1 and v2 as arguments, then calling function add by passing values 3 and 4. Then the sum will be stored within the x. Here x will be equal to 7. Again I am running this function y equals add. I am passing different set of values. Now y will be equal to 15. Now let us go to the PyCharm and take a look at live examples. Now I am creating a function called greet. For that I am typing def keyword. Then the name of the function is greet. Then pair of parentheses. Within parentheses I am passing an argument called name. Then colon. Now I am typing print if hello. Then within the curly braces name. Now let us run this function by calling the function greet. Now I can pass any value as argument. I am passing John. Now you can see hello John has been printed. Now I am creating a function for finding the square of number def. I am giving it name square. Within parentheses I am passing an argument called n. Then I want to multiply the number by itself. Then x equals n times n. then print x. Let us run this function. I want to square number 3. So now the output is 9. Now I want to find the square of 4. Now output will be 16. Instead of printing the value, I want to store value in a variable. For that, I am using return keyword. Return x. Now I am deleting this part. Now I am creating variable called v equals square 4. Now I am printing variable v. Now you can see 16 has been stored in the variable v. Now I am creating a function for finding mean of 3 numbers. Def. I am giving name find mean. So in this case I am passing 3 values as arguments. A, B, C. Then colon mean equals A plus B plus C, then divide by 3. I want to return the mean. Return mean. Now let us run this function. I am creating variable called mean equal find mean. Now I am giving 3 numbers. Then I want to print the mean. Now you can see this is the mean of 3 numbers. Variables we are declaring inside the function are called local variables, while variables we are declaring outside the function are called global variables. Let us see the difference. Now I am creating variable called x equal to 6. Since this is declared outside the function, this is called global variable. Now I am creating a function def func. Now I am creating variable inside the function x equals 3. Since this variable is declared inside the function, this is called local variable. Now I want to print x. Let us run the function. Now you can see it is printing 3. Again I am typing print text without calling function. Now you can see value will be 6. Another important thing to remember is we cannot access local variables directly. Let us delete this global variable and see what will happen. Now you can see it gives error. You can see variable x is not defined. To overcome this problem, we have to use global keyword. I am using global x. Now x is declared as a global variable. Now we can access x outside the function. You can see now it is printing 3. Now let us see how to modify the value of global variable by a function. Again I am creating x equals 8. Now I am declaring x as a global variable. Now I am assigning 3 as the value of x. Then I am deleting this part. Then I am deleting this one. Now let us see what will happen when we run this code. Now you can see it is printing the value of global variable. We can modify the value of global variable by calling the function. I am calling the function. Now let us see what will happen when printing x. Now you can see value of the x is equal to 3. Now let us talk about list. Lists are used to store multiple values in a single variable. They are created using square brackets. So this is the syntax for creating a list. We declare the name of the list, then assign one operator, then within the square brackets we specify items separated by commas. Items in the list are ordered. So every item in a list have positive index and negative index. In the positive indexing system, first item of the list has 0 index. The second item has first index. And third item has second index. And so on. In the negative indexing system, last element has -1. Second to last element has -2. And the next element has -3. And so on. Now I am creating a list called X, then I am adding values separated by commas. Now let us see how to select a specific item in a list. I am typing print name of the list. Then within the square brackets I have to specify the index of the item. In this case I want to select element D, so the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, so I am specifying number 3. Now you can see D has been printed. Now let us see negative indexes. In the negative indexing system, last element of the list has -1, then the next element has -2 and so on. Now I want to select element B in negative indexing system. So the negative index will be -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. I am typing -5. Now you can see element has been printed. Now let us see how to select range of elements. Within the square brackets I have to specify the starting index, then a colon, then the ending index. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see it has been printed element 1, 2, 3 and 4. Final index has been ignored. Now I want to select elements from index 2 to index 4. In this case it will select elements from index 2 to index 3. Element with index 4 is ignored. You can see this is the element with index 2 and this is the element with index 3. This is the element with index 4 and it has been ignored. Now let us see how to select element from index 0 to specific element. In this case we have to keep blank for first index, then specify the second index. I am giving number 5. In this case it will print element from number 0 to element with number 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Index 5 will be ignored. Let us run this. Now let us see how to select element from a specific element to the last element. In that case we have to specify the starting index here. I am selecting element from index 3. Then I have to add colon, then after blank. Now this will print all the elements starting from index 3. It will print element 3, 4 and 5. Again I want to print element from index 1. In this case it will print 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now let's see how to add elements into a list. To add elements we have to use append command. I am typing x.append, then the element we want to add. This time I am adding capital A. Now I am printing the list again to see what has been happened. Now you can see A has been added to the end of the list. Again I am adding another element, x.append. This time I am adding letter Z. I am printing the list again. Now you can see Z has been added to the end of the list. So the conclusion is append command will add elements into the end of the list. Imagine if you want to add the element into a specific index, so we can use insert function. I am typing x.insert. First specify the index. I am give number 2, then the element. I will add letter Q. Then I am printing the list again. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see Q has the index of 2. Now I am adding Q to the third position. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see Q has been added to the third place. Now let us see how to remove a specific item from a list. For that I have to type remove function. I am typing x dot remove. Then within the parenthesis I have to specify the element I want to remove. I want to remove element Q, so I am typing letter Q. Let us print the list again. Now you can see Q has been removed from the list. Now let us see how to remove the last element of a list. For that I have to use the pop function. X dot pop. Again let us print the list. Now you can see last element has been removed. Now let us see how to remove a specific index of a list. For that I am typing x dot pop. Within the parenthesis I have to specify the index we want to remove. Imagine I want to remove letter C, so the index will be 0, 1, 2. So I am typing number 2. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see letter C has been removed from the list. Now let us see how to combine two lists. This process is called extending list. Now I am creating a new list called Y. Now I am adding elements. I will add number 1, 2 and 3. Now I want to combine x with y. So I am typing x dot extend y. Now y has been added to the end of the list x. So let us print the list x. Now you can see y has been added to the end of the x. In this video, I am going to explain about dictionaries. Dictionaries are ordered collection of items. They store elements in key value pairs. So this is the syntax for creating a dictionary. First we specify the name of the dictionary, then the assignment operator, then within the set of curly braces we can add keys and values. Similar to the list, we will separate each key value pair by a commas. This is called key, this is called value, and we separate key and value by a colon. Now let us go to the PyCharm and create some dictionaries. Now I am creating a dictionary called car, assignment operator, then within the curly braces I can specify keys and values. First I am specify a key called brand, then colon, brand is Toyota, then comma, again another key, color, value is white. Here 2019. Now we have successfully created the dictionary. Now let us see how to return the keys. For that we have to use a method called keys. Let me show by example. Print name of the dictionary car dot keys. Now you can see it has been returned the keys in the dictionary. Now let us view the values. For that I am typing print car dot values. Now this will return values. You can see it will return a list of values. Now let us see how to obtain a value associated with the key in a dictionary. For that I am typing print name of the dictionary within square brackets I have to specify the key. I am specify brand. Now you can see it will return the brand. Again I am typing the year. Now you can see it will return the year. Now you can see it has been returned the year. Now let us add another key value pair into this dictionary. For that, I am typing car. Then within the square brackets, I am specify the key. I am adding key called country equals. Then I have to specify the value England. Now let us print the dictionary again. Now you can see new key value pair has been added to dictionary. Now let us remove a key value pair from a dictionary. For that we have to use the pop function. I will remove the color key. For that I am typing car dot pop. Within the parentheses I have to specify the key. I am removing color. Now you can see color has been removed from the dictionary. Now let us talk about if-else statement. We can use if statement to run a block of code when certain condition is true. Let us try example. If 5 greater than 4, then colon. Similarly, we have to keep a space of one tab. PyCharm do it automatically. Then I have to type the block of code I want to run. I am typing print condition is true. Now I will run the code. You can see it has been printed condition is true. We can use else statement to execute a block of code when the condition is false. I am try else statement else then colon print condition is false. Now I will change the statement 5 less than 4. Now you can see condition is false has been printed. Now let us talk about while loops. We use while loops to run a specific code until a certain condition is true. Here is the syntax of while loop. We use while keyword, then the condition and colon, then we keep a space of one tab, then we write the codes we want to run. Now let us take a look at example. In this case I have created the variable called I equal to 0. Then I have created the while loop. Condition is I less than 3. Then content is print x. Then add 1 to the existing value of I. Now let us see how this code will run. First Python will check whether this condition is true or not. Since I is equal to the 0, it is less than 3. So the condition is true. Then Python will run the content. It will print x. Then it will add 1 to the existing value of I. Now again it will go to the beginning. Now I is equal to the 1. It is still less than 3. So the condition is true. So it will print x again. It will add 1 to the I again. Then again it will go to the beginning. Now I is equal to 2. It is still less than 3. So the condition is still true. So it will print x again. It will add 1 to the I. Now it will go to the beginning again. Now I is equal to 3. So now I is not less than 3. So the condition is false. Therefore Python will not run this code. Then it will terminate the while loop. Now let us talk about two control statements in while loop. First one is break statement. We can use break statement to end while loop permanently. So let us see this example. I have created variable called I equal to 0. Then the condition is I less than 3. Then print x I plus c equals 1. If I equal to 2, break. Now let us see how this code going to work. First I is equal to 0. So it is less than 3. So the condition is true. So it will run the contents of the while loop. First it will print x. Then it will add 1 to the I. Now I is equal to 1. But I is not equal to 2. It is still 1. So break statement will not work. Again it will go to the beginning. So I is equal to 1. It is still less than 3. So it will print x again. Again it will add 1 to the I. Now I is equal to 2. So now this condition is true. So now it will run break statement. So it will end the while loop permanently without go to the beginning. The second control statement in while loop is continue statement. We can use this statement to stop the current iteration of while loop and continue with the next iteration. So let us take a look at example. I have created the variable called I equal to 0. Then the condition is I less than 4. If I is equal to 2, then I plus equals 1. Then continue. Within the while loop, print I plus equals 1. Now let us see how this is going to work. First I is equal to 0. So it is less than 4. This condition is true. Then it will check whether this condition is true or not. So I is not equal to 2. These two codes will be skipped. Then it will print I is equal to 0. Then it will add 1 to the I. Now again it will go to the beginning. Now I is equal to 1. Again it is less than 4. So the condition is true. I is not equal to 2. So these two codes will be skipped again. Then again it will print I. Now I is equal to 1. Then it will be add 1 to the I. Now I is equal to 2. Again it will be go to the beginning. I is equal to 2. So this condition is true. This time I is equal to 2. This condition is true this time. Therefore, these two codes will be executed this time. It will add 1 to the I. Now I is equal to 3. Then it will run continue statement. So current iteration will be stopped. Therefore, it will not run these two codes. Again it will go to the beginning. Now I is equal to 3. So the condition is still true. I is equal to 3. So this condition is false this time. So these two codes will be not executed this time. It will print I is equal to 3 this time. It will add 1 to the I. Now I will be equal to 4. Again it will be go to the beginning. Now I is equal to 4. This time this condition is false. So the while loop will be terminated. So you can see in the output 2 has been skipped. Now let us go to the PyCharm and take a look at live examples. Now I am creating variable I equals 0 while I less than 5 colon I want to print 1 divided by 3 minus I. Then I plus equals 1. Let us run this code and see what will happen. You can see it gives an error when I is equal to the 3 because we cannot divide the number by 0. So we have to skip iteration when I is equal to 3. So let us try continue statement. If I equal to 3, I plus equals 1, continue. Now let us run the code again and see what will happen. Now you can see it has been run without any error. In this video, I am going to explain about for loop. We use for loop to run block of code a specific number of times. Here is the syntax for loop. We use keyword for, then a variable, we can use any name, then keyword in, then we have to specify a sequence. Here we can specify a list or dictionary. Then we have to put a colon, then we have to put a space of 1 tab, then we can run the contents. Here, this variable accesses each item of sequence in each iteration. Now let us see an example. Here I have created the list, then the values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have created the for loop. In first iteration, I will equal to the first element of list. So it will print the value of I. In this case, it is 0. In the second iteration, I will equal to second element of the list. That means 1. In the third iteration, it will equal to third element in the list. That means 2. In the fourth iteration, it will equals to 3. In the fifth iteration, it will equal to 4. In the last iteration, it will equals to 5. Similarly, we can use range function to generate a list of values between two intervals. In this case, it will generate a list called numbers, which contains numbers from 0 to 5. We can get same results as the above example by running these codes. Now let us go to the pie chart. Now I am creating a list called x equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I am creating a for loop for iterating items of this list. For I in x print I. Now let us run this code. Now you can see elements have been printed. Now let us run range function. For I in range, I am typing 6 here, then colon print I. Now you can see these are the results. If you want to iterate between two values, we have to give two values separated by a comma. So I am going to iterate between number 3 and number 6. So I am giving number 3, comma 6. Then this will iterate number 3 to 5. Now let us run the code. Now you can see 3, 4, 5. Now let us take a look at how to iterate the values and keys in a dictionary. I am creating a dictionary called dict equals color equals red, brand Corolla, year 2000. Now I am creating a for loop for I in. Now we have to use keys function to get the keys. I am typing dict dot keys, then print I. I have to put a colon. Now you can see keys in the dictionary has been printed. Now I am going to print the values. Dict dot values. Now you can see values has been printed. There is another way to print the values. For that I am typing keys again. I am typing the name of dictionary, dict, within the square brackets I. Now you can see again it has printed the values. In this video I am going to talk about classes and objects in Python. In simple terms, an object in Python is a collection of variables and functions. We call properties for variables in an object and methods for functions. Class is a blueprint for creating objects. We can create many objects from same class. There is a class called car. These are three different objects created from that class. Therefore, we called objects are the instances of a class. This is the syntax for creating a class. We use keyword class. Then we specify the name of the class. Then we put a colon. As usually, we put a space of one tab. Then we have to create a function called constructor. To define function, we use def keyword as usually. Then we have to put two underscores. Then type init, again two underscores. Within the parenthesis, we have to put a keyword called self. Then we can specify the arguments. We use self keyword in front of variables to make a property. Here I have created a property called color. It is equal to argument color. Property brand is equal to the argument brand. Property model is equal to the argument model. So these values will be assigned to these properties. Now we have created a class called car. It has properties color, brand and model. Now let us create these three instances. First I have to specify the name of instance. we can use any name, then assignment operator, then name of the class, then within parentheses we have to pass the arguments. So in this case, red is the color, Ford is the brand, Mustang is the model. In car 2, color is blue, brand is Toyota and the model is Prius. In car 3, color is green, brand is Volkswagen and the model is Golf. Now let us talk about methods. Methods are the functions inside the class or object. So the syntax of method is similar to the function, except we have to put self keyword within the parentheses. Now I have created the method called getDetails. It will print color, brand and model after we calling the method. This is the way of calling method. We have to specify the name of the object, then put a dot, then name of the method. Now I am creating a class called car. Now I am creating the constructor def double underscore init within parenthesis self. Then I have to specify the arguments. I am typing color, brand, then model. Now I am creating properties self dot color equals color, self dot brand equals brand, self dot model equals model. Now I am creating a method called getValues. Def get values. I want to print. I am using f string here. Color colon within curly braces self dot color, brand within curly braces self dot brand, model self dot model. Now I am creating another method called drive. I want to print I am driving. Now I am creating another method called stop. I want to print brakes applied. Okay, now let us create the instance of this class. I am creating an instance called car1. Within the parentheses I have to pass the parameters. Color is white, brand is Toyota, model is Prius. Now I am creating an instance car2 equals class name, color is red, again brand is Toyota, model is Prius. Now I want to print the color of car2, so I am typing print car2 dot color. Now you can see color is red. Now I want to print the brand of car1. I am typing print car1 dot brand. Now you can see brand has been printed. Now I want to call the getValues method in the car1, so I am typing car1 dot getValues. Now you can see values has been printed. Again let us do same for car2. Car2 dot get values. Now you can see these are the values of car2. Now I am going to call the drive method. I am typing car1 dot drive. You can see I am driving has been printed. Now I am typing car1 dot stop. Now you can see brakes applied has been printed. Now I am going to create a separate Python file for classes. For that I am creating new Python file. Give it a name classes. Then I will cut paste this into that file. Now I have to import classes from that file. For that I'm typing from classes import name of the class. Now you can see program is still working. In this section, I will talk about data analysis with Pandas library. Pandas is a Python library which is designed for data analysis. There are two main data types in Pandas. They are Pandas series and Pandas data frame. Now let us take a look at Pandas series. Pandas series is a 1D data structure. It is similar to column in a table. So this is the structure of Pandas series. You can see these are the indexes and these are the values. This is the syntax for creating a Pandas series. First we import Pandas into Python. For that we type import Pandas as pd. Then I have created the list called X. It has values A, B and C. Then I have created the Pandas series called data series. We can give any name here. Then I have used .series method in the Pandas library. Then I passed list X as an argument. Then it will create a Pandas series from that list. Then I have typed print data series. It will print the series. So the output will be A, B, C. Then the indexes are 0, 1, 2. Before importing Pandas library, first we have to install it in PyCharm. For that, go to the bottom of PyCharm, then click Python packages. Then search here Pandas. Select this one. Then click install package. Then you can see it will install here. Okay, now we have installed Pandas. After installing, it will take some time to load into PyCharm. You can find it here after loading. You can see Pandas folder. Now I am going to import Pandas. For that I am typing import Pandas as pd. Then I am going to create a list called X. Now I am going to create a series from this list. For that I am specifying a name for the series. Series X. You can give any name. Then pd dot series. Within the parenthesis I have to pass the list. Now I am typing print name of the series. Now you can see these are the indexes of the series. Now let us see how to select values of a series by the indexes. For that we have to type name of the series. Then within square brackets we have to specify the index. I want to select letter C. For that I am specifying index 2. Now you can see specified element has been selected. Now let us see how to add custom indexes. For that within the parenthesis I have to put a comma. Then specify the attribute index. Then I have to pass a list. Now you can see these are the custom indexes we have specified and these are the values. We can select elements by these custom indexes. Again syntax is same. Now you can see letter 2 has been selected. Now let us talk about Pandas data frames. Pandas data frame is a 2D data structure. It is similar to a table with rows and columns. You can see these are the columns and these are the rows. Each row has an index. We have to import Pandas in the beginning of the code. Then I have created a dictionary instead of a list. Then I have specified name of the data frame, then assignment operator, then pd dot data frame. Within the parentheses, I have to pass a dictionary. Now let us see how to select a specific value of a data frame. For that we have to specify the name of the data frame, then within the square brackets we have to specify the column, then again within the square brackets we have to specify the row. Now imagine I want to select this data point. So the syntax is name of the data frame, df, then within the square brackets, first I have to specify the name of the column. I put quotation marks, then age, again within the square brackets, I have to specify the row. So in this case, row is 0, 1, 2. Now let us try an example. In this case, there is a dictionary called record. Now let us create a data frame from this dictionary. For that I am typing df equals pd dot data frame within the parentheses name of the dictionary. Now let us print this. Now you can see these are the columns of data frame, then these are the rows of data frame. Now I am going to select this data point. For that I am typing. Now within the square brackets I have to specify the column first. Then again within the square brackets I have to specify the row 0, 1, 2. Now you can see data point has been selected. Now let us see how to select a specific column in a data frame. Imagine I want to select this column. For that we can use any of these three commands. These two commands will return a pandas series and this command will return a pandas data frame. So the output of these two commands will be 20, 21, 19, 20, 22. Then the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This command will return a pandas data frame, so the output will be age 20, 21, 19, 20, 22, and there will be indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a data frame and this is a pandas series. Now let us see this example in PyCharm. Now here you can see I have created a data frame. These are the indexes of the data frame. Now imagine I want to print this name column. For that I am typing x equals, specify the name of the data frame, then put a dot, then specify the name of the column. In this case it is name. Then print x. Now this command will return a pandas series. Let us run this. Now you can see it returned a pandas series. These are the values and these are the indexes. Other way to get a pandas series is within the square brackets we have to specify the name of the column. Now you can see same result. Now let us see how to get a pandas data frame. For that we have to use double square brackets. Now you can see it returned a pandas data frame. Here is the name of the column. These are the indexes and these are the values. Now let us see how to select a specified row in a data frame. So these are the syntaxes for selecting a specified row. First we have to specify the name of the data frame. Then we have to put a dot. Then we have to type log. Then within the square brackets we have to specify the index of the row. So this command will return this row in a pandas series. So the output will be Joe 20 85.10 A, then semi. Then there will be indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Using double square brackets will return the pandas data frame. So the output of this command will be look like this. Name, age, marks, grade, hobby, then the index of the row, then the values. Joe 20, 85.10, A, swimming. Now let us try a live example in PyCharm. Now I want to select this fifth row, so I am typing y equals df dot log. Within the square brackets, I have to specify the index, then print y. I am deleting these two codes. Now let us see what will happen. Now you can see it has been returned a pandas series. Now let us see how to get a pandas data frame. For that, we have to use two square brackets. Now it will return pandas data frame. Now you can see this is a pandas data frame. We can also select multiple rows. For that we have to specify indexes separated by commas. Now I am going to select last three rows. Now you can see these are the last three rows in a data frame. Now let us see how to select rows by column values. For the syntax is df.log. Within the square brackets we have to specify the condition. In this example it will return rows in which age is greater than 20. So it will return rows 1 and 4. In this example it will return rows in which marks are greater than 85. It will return rows 2, 3 and 0. In this example, it will select the rows in which marks are greater than 80, then print the name values of each column. So it will print Joe, Harry and Sam. Now I want to select students who are older than 20 years. For that I am typing x equals df.log. Now within square brackets I have to specify the condition df.age greater than 20. Now let us print text. Now you can see these are the rows in which age is greater than 20. Now let us print the name of these rows. For that we have to specify the name of column within square brackets. Now you can see these are the students who are older than 20. Now let us see how to iterate columns in a data frame. For that we have to use for loop. Now let us take a look at these examples. Here I have used for keyword, then a variable, then in keyword. Here the iterable is df.index. So the iterable will be these values. Then df.column name within the square brackets I. Now this will iterate this column and this will iterate age column. Finally this will iterate grade column. Now let us see how to iterate this name column. For that I am typing for I in name of the data frame, then index, then colon, print ef dot name of the column within square brackets I. Now you can see it has been printed column name. Now let us iterate column age. I am replacing name with age. Now you can see these are the ages. Now I am going to explain the strategy. We can use this strategy only when market is ranging without upward or downward trend. This is a uptrend market. This is a downtrend market. And this is a ranging market. We can use this strategy when market is behaving like this. Now imagine this is the current price level. In the first step, we are placing buy limit orders and sell limit orders above and below the current price. These are sell limit orders. These are buy limit orders. Now imagine these orders are 0.01 in quantity. Now in the second step, imagine price will go up and trigger sell limit orders. Then we are going to close buy limit orders. If price will go down and trigger buy limit orders, then we are going to close sell limit orders. Now imagine price has triggered sell limit orders. These are the sell limit orders. This is the current price level. So there is no any buy limit orders because we have deleted all the buy limit orders. Now in the third step, we are going to place the take profit order. Imagine this first sell limit order has been triggered. Then we are going to place corresponding buy limit order. This is the buy limit order. Size is 0.01. Now imagine price will go further high and trigger this second order. Then we are going to delete this order. Then we are going to place 0.02 buy limit order. Now imagine price will go further up and trigger this third order. Then we are going to delete this order. Then place 0.03 buy limit order. If price has turned from this level and trigger this take profit order, then we are going to close this all orders. Then start with the beginning. Now in this video, I am going to explain how to create a Binance Futures Testnet account. First go to Google and search here Binance Futures Testnet. Then go to this link. Then click here register. Now we need the email to create the account. To get the email address, open a new incognito window. Then type here tempmail.org. This will give you a temporary email address. Click here to copy the email address. Then paste the email here. Then you can give any password. Then tick this checkbox. Then click create account. Now we have to verify the email address. Again go to the temp mail. Then you can see there is a verification email. So click on that email. Now click verify email. Okay, now we have verified the account successfully. Now I am going to close this incognito window. Now we can log into our testnet account. So I am going to remove this part. Then hit enter. Now I am clicking login. Now you can see we have created Binance Futures Testnet account successfully. You can see there is initially $15,000. Now I have created a new Python project. First I am going to delete these codes. To connect this with Binance Futures Testnet, we need the library called Python Binance. To install that, go to the bottom, click Python packages, then search here Python Binance. Then click install package. Now we have successfully installed Python Binance. Now we have to install pandas library. This is for data analysis. Search here pandas. Now click install package. Okay, now we have successfully installed pandas. Now let us import these two libraries. First I'm going to import the client class from Binance Python library. For that, type from Binance dot client import client. This will import the class client. Now I am going to import pandas. For that, type import pandas as pd. Now I am creating two variables. First variable is API. Second variable is API secret. Now go to the testnet account. Now click API key. Copy this API key. Now this is equal to API. Now again copy the API secret. This is equal to API secret. Now let us make the connection. For that, I am creating an object from client class. Name is client. You can give any name. This is equal to name of the class client. Now within the parenthesis, I am going to specify the API and API secret. Now TLD, this is equal to com. If you are US, TLD will be equal to US. Now testnet equals true. If you are using real account, testnet equal to false. Now I am going to create a function to get the account balance. Def get balance. Now I am creating a variable called x. This is equal to client dot futures account. Now this will pass the list of account details. Now I want to convert this into data frame. Df equals pd dot data frame within the parenthesis x square brackets assets. Now print df. Now let us call this function and see what will happen. Now you can see this is our account balance. You can see there is 15,000 US dollars. Now in this video, I am going to explain how to place buy limit orders and sell limit orders. First, click this icon, then go to preferences. In the asset mode, you have to select multi-asset mode. This will allow trade multiple currency pairs at the same time. Now in the position mode, you have to select one-way mode. Now I am going to close this one. To place orders, we have to use futures create order method. Within the parenthesis, we have to specify the symbol side. Side will be either buy or sell, then the type. In this case, this is a limit order, then the quantity and price. Since this is a buy limit order, price is below the current price level. Now let us run this. Now you can see buy limit order has been placed. Now let us place a sell limit order. In the sell limit orders, we have to specify price above current price level. So I am going to place a limit order at this level. price will be side this cell. Now you can see sell limit order has been placed. Now I am going to close these two orders. Now using this method, I am going to create functions to place buy limit orders and sell limit orders. Def sell limit. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass symbol, volume, then the price. Now I am going to cut this part, then paste here. Now symbol will be equal to symbol, quantity will be equal to volume, then the price is equal to price. Now I want to print the output of this order, so I am creating a variable called output. Print output. Now I am going to create a similar function for buy limit orders. I am going to copy this function. Then paste here. This time this is buy limit. Side will be buy. Now let us check these functions. First I am going to place a buy limit order. Buy limit. Symbol will be BTC USD. Then the volume will be 0.02. Then we have to specify a price below current price level. I want to place buy limit order at this level. Now let us run this. Now you can see it will print the output. Here you can see this is the buy limit order. Now let us place a sell limit order at this level. Now here you can see it has been placed the sell limit order. Now I am going to close these two orders. Now I am going to create a function to close all pending orders. Def close orders. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass the symbol. Now I am creating a variable called x. This is equal to client dot futures get open orders. Now within the parenthesis, symbol equals symbol. Now I am going to convert this output into data frame. df equals pd dot data frame within the parenthesis x. Now I am going to create a for loop for index in df dot index. Now this for loop will iterate the orders in the data frame. Client dot futures cancel order within the parenthesis symbol is equal to symbol, then order ID. This is equal to df within the square brackets order ID, then again within the square brackets index. Now let us check this function. I am going to open the testnet. Then I am going to place limit orders 0.01. Before placing manual orders, we have to complete this quiz. Now we have completed the quiz. Now we can place orders. Now I am going to place a buy limit order. Now let us check the function. Close orders. Symbol is BTC USDT. Now let us run this and see what will happen. If you are getting this error, that means your time is not synced. So go to the settings, click time and language, click sync now. Now let us run this again. Now you can see all the orders has been closed. Now I am going to create separate functions to close buy orders and sell orders separately. Def close buy orders within the parenthesis symbol Now I am going to copy this part. Now here I am creating another data frame, df equals df within the square brackets, again df square brackets side equals to buy. Now I am creating function to close cell limit orders. I am going to copy this function, then paste here, then close cell orders. This time side will be equal to cell. Now let us check these two functions. First I am going to place a cell limit order. Now I am going to place a buy limit order. Now I am going to close the buy limit order. Close buy orders within the parenthesis symbol. Now I'm going to run this one. Now you can see buy limit order has been closed. Now let us close this sell limit order. Now you can see sell limit order has been closed. Now I am going to create a function to get the direction of current positions. Def get direction within the parenthesis symbol. Now I am creating a variable called x equals client dot futures position information. Symbol is equal to symbol. Now I want to convert this into data frame. df equals pd dot data frame within the parenthesis x. Now I am going to check the sum of these positions. If the sum is greater than 0, direction will be long. If the sum is less than 0, direction will be short. Else direction is flat. If df position amount dot sum, then I want to convert this into float value, so I am using float function. Greater than 0, direction will be long. Return long. Now I am going to copy this part. If the sum is less than 0, direction will be short. Else return flat. Now let us check this function. Now I am creating a while loop. While true, direction equals get direction within the parenthesis symbol is equal to BTC USDT print direction. Now let us run this. Now you can see direction is flat because there is no positions. Now let us place a buy order. I am going to place a buy market order. Now you can see we have placed the buy market order. Here size is 0.01. Because this is greater than 0, direction will be long. Now you can see direction is long. Now let us close this order and place a sell order. Now we have placed the sell order. Now here you can see amount is less than 0. So the direction will be short. Now I am going to create a function to get the current market price. First we have to import a library called request. Import request. Then I am creating a variable called symbol. I am going to assign BTC USD as a symbol. You can change this to any symbol. Now I am creating the function. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass the symbol as the parameter. Now these two lines will get the price from Binance testnet. Now I want to return the price. Return price. Now let us check this function. I am going to create a while true loop. Price equals get current price within the parenthesis symbol, print price. Now I am going to run this one. Now you can see it is live streaming the price. Now I am going to create a function to place orders like a grid. Def draw grid. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass the number of orders. First, I am going to place cell limit orders. I am creating a variable called PCT change. This is initially equal to 1. Then I am going to calculate the current price. This is equal to get current price within the parenthesis symbol. First I am going to place cell limit orders. For that I am creating a for loop. For I in range n. Now I am going to calculate the cell limit price. Cell price equals PCT change divided by 100. Then multiply this with current price. Then again adding current price into this. Now I want to round this value into decimal places. For that I am creating a variable called number of decimal places. Round after the comma I am going to specify the number of decimal places. Finally I am going to convert this into float value. Float after the each iteration I am going to increase the PCT change by 1. So PCT change plus equals 1. Now first order will place 1% above the current price, then the second order will place 2% above the current price, and so on. Now I want to increase the gap between these levels. For that I am creating another variable called adjcell. This is initially equal to 1.2. Now I am going to multiply this with adjcell. With the each iteration, I am going to increase the value of adjcell. Adjcell plus equals 0.2. Now let us place cell limit order. After the calculation of the cell price, cell limit symbol volume, then the sell price. Now I am going to create a variable called volume. Now let us check this function and see what will happen. Draw bid. I want to place 5 orders, so I am passing 5. I have to sync the time. We are getting this error because we have to specify the correct decimal places. In the BTC USD, there is only one decimal place. So I am going to change the number of decimal places. This is equal to 1. Now I am going to run this again. Now you can see we have placed 5 orders. Here you can see these are our 5 orders. Now let us change the gap between these orders. I am creating another variable called proportion. This is equal to 0.04. Now I am going to multiply this with proportion. Now I am going to close all these orders. Now let us place the orders again. Now I am going to open 1 minute chart. Now here you can see these are the orders. I am going to close all. Now I am going to write similar code for buy limit orders. I am going to copy this part. Then paste here. This time PCT change will be equal to -1. This variable is ADJ buy. Now this is buy price. This is equal to buy price. PCT change minus equals 1. This is ADJ buy. Finally, this is buy limit. Now let us run this and see what will happen. Now here you can see this is the grid. Now I am going to create a function to calculate the take profit level. First I am creating a variable called TP. I am going to keep this as 5%. Def cal TP level. Within the parentheses I am going to pass symbol and TP. Then I am going to write code inside the try exception block. This is for error handling. It will ignore runtime errors. Try except pass. Now I am going to write code inside this try block. Now here I have created the variable called x. This is equal to client.futures position information. Symbol is equal to symbol. Now this function will pass a list of current positions. In this line I have converted x into a data frame. In the third line I am going to select positions which are greater than 0. In this line we are going to calculate the margin. Margin is equal to entry price times position amount, then divided by the leverage. Then we are going to calculate the profit. So I am creating a variable called profit. This is equal to total margin times take profit. Since this is a percentage, I am going to multiply this with 0.01. Then I am going to convert this into float value. Now imagine our margin is $10, take profit is 5, then the profit will be $0.5. Now we are going to calculate price level corresponding to this profit. Now in this line, we are going to divide profit by the position amount. Then we are going to add entry price. By using round function, we are going to round it according to the number of decimal places. Then I want to calculate the total position amount. So I am creating a variable called T position amount. This is initially equal to 0. Then I am going to create a for loop to iterate df for index in df.index. Then total position amount plus equals position amount index. We are using this ABS function to convert negative values into positive values. Then I want to return price and the total position amount. Return price total position amount. Now I am going to create a function to place take profit order. Def place TP order. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass symbol price total position amount then the direction. Now I am going to write code inside the try exception block. Try if direction equal to long, then I am going to place a cell limit order. Cell limit symbol total position amount price. If direction is equal to short, then this will be by limit. Then I am going to write the exception block. Except if any error occur when we are going to place TP order, we are going to place TP order again. So this method is called recursion. I am going to copy this one. Then paste here. So we are calling function inside the function. Now I am going to assemble the bot. First I am going to create a while true loop. Then I am going to write whole code inside this while true loop. So code will run continuously. First I want to check whether there are open orders or not. X equals client dot futures get open orders. Symbol is equal to symbol. Now I am going to convert this into data frame. df1 equals pd dot data frame within the parenthesis x. Now I am going to check the length of this data frame. If len df1 equal to 0, that means there are no open positions. Then I am going to draw the grid. Draw grid. Within the parenthesis, I am going to pass the number of orders. I am going to create a variable called n equals 5. Now I want to check whether the orders are triggered or not. So I am creating a variable called y equals client dot futures position information symbol is equal to symbol. Then I am going to convert this into a data frame. df2 equals pd dot data frame within the parenthesis y. Then I am going to remove the values with 0 amount. df2 equals, I am going to copy this part. Then paste here. This is df2. Again this is df2. If len df2 greater than 0, that means orders are triggered. Then I want to get the direction of current positions. Direction equals get direction within the parenthesis symbol. If direction equal to long, then I am going to close the cell limit orders. Close cell orders symbol. I am going to copy this part. If direction is equal to short, then I am going to close by orders. Now I am going to include this part in a try exception block. Try except pass. Now I am going to calculate the take profit price and the amount. Price not comma amount not equals cal TP level symbol comma TP. Then I am going to place the take profit order. Place TP order symbol price not amount not direction. Again I am going to create a while true loop. This time I am creating a variable called is okay. This is initially equal to true. Then while is okay. Then I am going to write code inside the try exception block. Try. Again I am going to calculate the take profit price and the amount. I am going to copy this one. This time this is price 1. This is amount 1. Then print f price 1 amount amount 1. if price 1 not equal to price not or amount 1 not equal to amount not, then I am going to delete previous take profit orders. If direction equal to long, close sell orders within the parenthesis symbol. If direction is equal to short, then close buy orders. After deleting previous take profit order, I am going to place a new take profit order. I am going to copy this one. Then this is price 1. This is amount 1. Then price not equals price 1. Amount not equals amount 1. Now this will update the price note and amount note. Then accept, pass. Now I am going to close all the remaining orders if there are no any open positions. I am going to copy this part. Then paste here. If len df2 equal to 0, then within the try exception block, close orders within the parenthesis symbol. Then I want to enter while true loop. So is okay equals false. Then accept, pass. Now I am going to do a small modification. Because current price is highly variable, I am going to use mark price instead of the current price. I am going to create a new function, def get mark price within the parenthesis symbol. X equals client dot get symbol ticker within the parenthesis symbol is equal to symbol. Now price equals x within the square brackets. I am going to specify the key price. Then I am going to convert this into float value. Then return price. Now here I am going to use get mark price function. Again here get mark price. Now I am going to test our bot. First I am going to increase the volume. Volume will be 0.1. Then I am going to increase the n. N is equal to 10. Important point to remember is you have to practice with demo account at least for 6 months before playing with real money. Now I am going to run this. Now let us minimize this. Now here you can see this is the initial balance. Now let us wait for some time. Now after about 15 minutes, here you can see this is the balance. Now this is the account balance after another 10 minutes. Now I am going to close these orders. First I am going to stop the bot. Then I am going to close these orders. Then I am going to close this position. Let us wait some time. Now I have closed the order. Now here you can see this is our account balance. We have about $150 profit. Now I am going to create a class from these functions. First right click here, then go to new Python file. Then I am going to give name classes. Now you can see we have created the new Python file called classes.py. Now I am going to cut these parts, then paste them here. Then I am going to create the class. Then I have to specify the name of the class. I am going to give name bot. Then I am going to create the constructor function def double underscore init. Then I am going to cut these variables. Then paste them here. Then I am going to pass these values as parameters. To convert these variables into properties of the class, we have to use self keyword in front of the name. Self.symbol is equal to symbol. Now I am going to cut this line. Then paste it here. Now I am going to cut these functions. Then I am going to paste them inside the class. To convert these functions into method of the class, we have to use self keyword inside the parentheses. When we are calling these functions, we have to use self keyword in front of the name of these functions. Now I am going to cut and paste the while true loop. Now I am going to create a new function called run def run within the parenthesis self. Then I am going to paste the while true loop here. Now I have to add the self keyword. Now we have created our class successfully. Now I am going to create objects from class bot. First we have to import the class bot from name of the Python file, classes, import, then name of the class bot. Then I am going to import another class called thread. This is for multiprocessing. From threading import thread. Now I am going to create objects from the class bot. First object is bot1. This is equals bot within the parenthesis. Symbol is BTC USDT. Then the number of decimal places. It is 1. Then I have to specify the volume. I am going to specify 0.01. Then proportion will be 0.04. I am going to keep take profit as 5%. Then n will be 10. Then I am going to create another object. This is bot 2. This is Ethereum USDT. You can see in the Ethereum USDT there are 2 decimal places. So this will be 2. Now I have to run these bots within the functions. I am creating function def b1. Within the function I am going to run the bot1 dot run. This is b2 bot2 dot run. t1 equals thread. Within the parenthesis I have to specify the target function. Target equals b1. This is t2. This is b2. t1 dot start. t2 dot start. Now let us check this bot. Important point to remember is we cannot use this strategy for trending markets. To use this strategy, market should be ranging. Now I am going to run this. Now here you can see it is parallelly trading both Bitcoin and Ethereum.